Japanese infrastructure projects that could reshape the world. Japan is one of the largest and most developed economies in the world. It has a well-educated industrious workforce, and its large affluent population makes it one of the world's biggest consumer markets. Japan has a very advanced and well-maintained infrastructure which undergoes regular upgrading and expansion like highways, railways, subways, airports, harbors, warehouses, and telecommunications for distribution of all types of goods and services. The length of Japan's railways is 23,670 kilometers, more than half of which is electrified. Japan is famous for its high-speed trains. This hasn't stopped Japan from aiding other countries to get to the developed status, as the nation has involved itself in infrastructural projects in other countries. Welcome to our channel. We bring you educative content in the most interesting and attractively visual way possible. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Japan has long been an innovator of striking infrastructural projects. Today, Japan is involving in several projects around the world that could influence infrastructure for years to come. Here are a few of the international infrastructure projects Japan could involve in that could change the shape of the world in years to come. Olkaria Geothermal Power Station, Kenya, $94 million. The Olkaria Geothermal Power Station, also known as Olkaria Geothermal Power Plant, is a geothermal power station in Kenya with an installed capacity of 185 megawatts. The Olkaria geothermal field is located at an elevation of approximately 2,000 meters within the central Kenya segment of East African Great Rift Valley, which possesses a good deal of recoverable geothermal resources due to the intrusion of hot magma bodies up to less than 6 kilometers deep beneath the surface. This project aims to develop 280 MW of geothermal power generation capacity at the Olkaria 1 and 4 sites, install 2 new 70 MW turbines at the Olkaria 1 site, install 2 70 MW turbines at Olkaria 4 sites, using the existing 45 MW at Olkaria 1 to steam the Olkaria 2 site. By developing geothermal energy, Kenya will not only have clean power but also save on foreign exchange, according to KenGen Managing Director Edward Njoroge. Shinkansen, India, $12 billion. Japan will also export the Shinkansen to a 508-kilometer underground route that connects the two major Indian cities of Mumbai and Ahmedabad. 81% of the funding for the $14 billion project will come from Japan, according to Railway Technology. The country's first 508.17 kilometers long bullet train corridor will be implemented between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, covering a total of 12 stations along the route. Once completely implemented, the bullet train will operate at a speed of 320 km per hour and will be similar to Shinkansen or Japan's bullet train system. The official target for the completion of the project is 2023. India's proposed second bullet train project will pass through cities in Maharashtra like Shashapur, Igatu, Nashik, Mekha, Malegaon, Pulgaon, Wadar, and Kapil, and will be 736 km long. Shinkansen, Texas, $300 million. Private investors intend on building a high-speed connection between Dallas and Houston. This route will bridge the flat Texas plains with financial support from Japan to the tune of $300 million. Overall, the Texas Central Railway has raised more than $450 million from investors, according to Texas Central spokesperson. Texas Central is hoping to replicate the Japanese Tokaido Shinkansen high-speed rail system in Texas. Texas Central says that the project could create an estimated 17,000 jobs during the 6 years of its construction, 20,000 supply chain hubs, and more than 1,400 permanent jobs until the train is fully operational. Texas Central also claims this project will use $7.3 billion worth of materials from the U.S. companies across 37 states and over the next 25 years, and that is expected to have a direct cumulative economic impact of $36 billion. Shinkansen high-speed rail, Singapore and Malaysia, $17 to $20 billion. The Kuala Lumpur-Singapore High-Speed Rail (HSR) is a railway project to link Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Singapore via a high-speed rail line. It was first proposed by the then Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak in September 2010. Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong formally agreed to the joint project in February 2013, with the HSR originally expected to be completed by 2026. MyASSR Corp stated that Kuala Lumpur-Singapore non-stop high-speed rail express services would run every 30 minutes from Bandar, Malaysia, at the outskirts of downtown Kuala Lumpur, to Jurong East in Singapore. The non-stop expressive service would reach Singapore in 90 minutes, and passengers boarding at Bandar Malaysia station would be able to clear Singapore immigration before boarding. Sadly, this project has been cancelled. The HSR project was cancelled after the two countries were unable to reach an agreement on the changes proposed by Malaysia. The 350 km rail link would have shortened the travelling time between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur to 90 minutes, compared with a 4-hour journey on road. Chennai Metro Rail Limited, India, $9.8 million. The Chennai Metro is a rapid transit system serving the city of Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. It is the third longest metro system in India after Delhi Metro and Hyderabad Metro. The system commenced service in 2015 after partially opening the first phase of the project. The network consists of two colored code lines covering a length of 54.15 kilometers. The Chennai Metro Rail Limited, a joint venture between the Government of India and the Government of Tamil Nadu, built and operates the Chennai Metro. The system has a mix of underground and elevated stations and uses standard gauge. The services operate daily between 4:30 and 23 p.m. with a varying frequency of 5 to 14 minutes. As of 2021, Chennai Central to St. Thomas Mount on the Green Line and the Winko Naga to Chennai International Airport on Blue Line will be commercially operational, which brings the total operational network to 54.15 kilometers, making it the third largest operating metro system in India. W350 wooden skyscraper, Tokyo, $5.6 billion. Japanese timber company Sumitomo Forestry has revealed plans for the world's tallest wooden building in Tokyo, a 350-meter skyscraper that would also be the country's highest. Named W350, the ambitious tower would be almost 4 times higher than the world's current tallest timber building, the 18-story Brock Common student residence in Vancouver, Canada. The W350 project is a proposed wooden skyscraper in central Tokyo, Japan, announced in 2018. The skyscraper is set to reach a height of 350 meters with 70 floors, which upon its completion will make it the tallest wooden skyscraper as well as Japan's highest overall skyscraper. Timber is expected to make up 90% of the hybrid structure, with 185,000 cubic meters of wood planned to be used in its construction. The building would use a braced tube structure with columns and beams made from steel and timber, supplemented by traditional and additional diagonal steel braces. The aim is to create an environmentally friendly and timber-utilizing cities, where they become forests through increased use of wooden architecture for high-rise buildings. The Sky Mile Tower. The Sky Mile Tower is a Vision 1,700 meters mega-tall building in Tokyo, Japan. The design of the tower is part of an initiative called Next Tokyo 2045 for research and developmental purposes and was made by Korn Pedersen Fox Associates and Leslie E. Robertson Associates. As an inland nation, Japan is particularly sensitive to rising seas and other effects of climate change. In response to environmental changes, architects from Korn Pedersen Fox Associates and Leslie E. Robertson Associates created a vision for Tokyo in 2045. The design includes hexagonal parts in Tokyo Bay to break up storm surges and Sky Mile Tower, a mile-high building that's twice as high as the Burj Khalifa, that will provide housing for as many as 55,000 residents. The Sky Mile Tower would be built on an archipelago of reclaimed land in Tokyo Bay. This proposed reclamation project with the Sky Mile Tower is a centerpiece dubbed the Next Tokyo. The building is designed to be occupied by around 55,000 people and is planned to be 1,200 meters. Representatives from the Next Tokyo believe that the value of the new waterfront properties in Tokyo Bay would help pay for the project's construction should the proposal go through. Tokyo 2020 National Olympic Stadium, $1.126 billion. For staying all the way to the end of this video, here is a bonus point. It's an already completed infrastructure project that of course is worth mentioning. The Japan National Stadium, formerly known as the New National Stadium, officially named National Stadium, is a multi-purpose stadium used mostly for association football in Kasumiyagaoka, Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan. The stadium served as the main stadium for the opening and closing ceremonies, as well as the venue for track and field athletics events in the 2020 Summer Olympics and the Paralympics in 2021. The new Olympic Stadium was officially opened in December 2019. The National Stadium was used as the main stadium for the Tokyo 1964 Olympic Games and is currently being rebuilt as a brand new stadium for the Tokyo 2020 Games. When Japan hosted the Summer Olympics in 1964, Japanese architect Kenzo Tange's Yogoki National Gymnasium became an architectural icon. The new National Stadium, dreamed of by Japanese architect Kengo Kuma, is designed to harmonize with the surrounding greenscape and recall the elements of a traditional Japanese temple, while still accommodating Olympic-sized crowds. We can say that Japan has added another architectural jewel to their long list. Which of these projects is most impressive to you? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let us know. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of such videos. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. See you in our next video.